That is all the rice I'm getting for today. 60 grams. No, that's half of it. I'm getting 120. Hello everybody, welcome to a new video of The Return. Today we are 10 weeks out and I feel like I need to pinch myself because we've been at it for 14 weeks already. It's been this like long process. Right now it's getting closer, 10 weeks out. After this week we're going into the single digits. It's just unreal. I'm excited. At the same time, this is the first week now that I've actually physically felt I'm in prep. So mentally, obviously, I've been in prep for 14 weeks, but this past week was the first real week where I physically felt that I'm in prep, where I felt like things were starting to get a bit harder, which is where we need to be right now. The goal over the coming 4 to 5 weeks is to really pull in my lower back, glutes and hamstring area. So we're sucking in a little bit harder these days. The diet has been changed, cardio's been introduced. Cardio's been already upped right now to 25 minutes, so it's still not a lot. We've seen a weight drop from about 1 kilo, which is the goal for this week. So we're gonna likely continue that, maybe do some high days over the coming week depending on how low the weight goes, and then dig further back in. Today we got an arms and delts session lined up for you guys. We got a full day of eating. The diet's been tweaked a little bit. Most of the meals are still kind of the same, just a little bit less. Right now it's time for breakfast. Breakfast is still exactly the same. After breakfast we're coming back for some steps. Then it's time for the pre-workout meal and then we're gonna train. It's breakfast time and I'm hungry because I just did cardio, 3 rounds of posing, which I've upped my posing now to 3 rounds in a row, which is really tough, especially that 3rd round. And what's tough about it is to keep your breathing under control. It's not even that hard to tense the muscles, but to keep your breathing under control. But I want to be able to do 4 consecutive rounds of posing without really losing my poses, because on stage you never know what can happen. They can start to compare you 3, 4, 5 times if they're not sure. So I just need to be prepared for that, and that's what we're practicing right now. I'm starving. Let's get some breakfast in. Breakfast is done, so here we go. Our famous meal 1 about to go in. After this it's time to get some caffeine in me, and then we go and get some steps in. And after the steps it's already time for meal 2, which is going to be the pre-workout meal. So see you guys then. Back from my walk. I did about an hour of walk. As you can see, I'm a little bit sweaty. It's a hot day today. Now it's going to be time for the pre-workout meal. So the pre-workout meal is adjusted a little bit. It's just a small adjustment. So we had 100 grams of oatmeal before. Now it's 90 grams. And the other thing I did, if you remember, I always make my shake with coconut milk. I switched to water now. But it's just those small adjustments that will make the difference over time. And it doesn't make sense to deplete my carbs just yet at 10 weeks out. So this is going to be 90 grams of oatmeal, 2 scoops of protein, and 2 blocks of 90% dark chocolate. I'm still using the cookie spices, and I'm also using my protein flavor drops, and this is butter biscuit taste, so it's basically like a cookie as well. And like I said, we have our 90% dark chocolate. So I make the oatmeal separate and the shake separate, so I have a little bit more of a meal versus put everything in one bowl, eat it and it's gone. Now I eat the bowl and then I still have the shake. If there's one thing I hate, it's like a warm or kind of warm protein shake. I want it to be nice and cold, so I make it fresh. I put some ice cubes in there and I drink it straight away. So first eat the oatmeal and then I make the shake. So there we have it, the oatmeal bowl about to go in, and this will be our training fuel. It's just water and protein. Cheers. Pre-workout time. Today's pre-workout of choice is the all black everything. The flavor is bubblegum crush. So take a full scoop of this. Not too much, just 1 scoop. We got arms and delts, so should be good to go. Also, for the people who do dry scooping, don't. It's fucking stupid and it doesn't make you look hardcore. It's actually worse. So just wet scoop. So that's the arms and delt session wrapped up. As you can see, it was a pretty high volume session. We did about 10 exercises, but because these are smaller muscle groups and I'm still recovering from my bicep tendon tear, on the smaller exercises I can't give enough intensity to get away with 2 sets. So we do a little bit higher volume, which is okay on an arms and delts day because it's not that taxing on the central nervous system. But nonetheless, I'm exhausted now. It's time to head home and hit the post-workout meal. Okay, so for the post-workout meal, that used to be 80 grams of rice, 200 grams of chicken, 1 banana and 100 grams of cereal. Now we have 60 grams of rice, chicken, only half a banana, and for the cereal we still have 100 grams, but I actually use this one now and these are fucking fantastic. It's cinnamon stars. So still mix that in with a little bit of coconut milk and that will be the full post-workout meal. After this I'm gonna get some groceries done for the week and then it's time for the next meal. So see you guys then. It is currently 5:30 in the evening or afternoon, whatever you want to call it, and it's time to eat meal 4. With meal 4 I have 50 micrograms of T4 out of the other 50 micrograms in the morning. Now meal 4 is just a very simple meal. It's chicken and rice and pineapple, and we lowered the amount of pineapple for this week from 200 to 150 grams. Like I said, small adjustments will do the trick over time. No need to go and completely switch those meals around. And also, like I said, I like to keep my meals simple. I don't do a whole lot of flexible dieting, honestly, because if I would do that right now, I would be thinking about food so much, versus with this, I just know I'm gonna have this meal. I know what to expect from it. I know kind of what my weight will be tomorrow, and those things I like to control in the prep, as well as sodium intake and everything, especially towards the end. So I'll show you the meal once it's done, and then after that it's gonna be time for our last meal at 8:30. So there we have it, 60 grams of rice, 200 grams of chicken, and 150 grams of pineapple. And again, I do 7 grinds of pink salts on this. About to go in and we're gonna watch a movie. The movie is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I haven't watched any Marvel movies in my life, so lately I've been on a streak of watching all the Marvel movies in the right sequence, together with this Marvel Pro, so she guides me through the movies. Okay, so just getting in a few more steps for the day. I always like to, after my meals, get some movement in, whether that be like a short 10-minute walk, maybe even some posing, or doing things like the groceries, just to keep it moving throughout the day. We're currently at 12,800 steps, so I actually only need to get 200 steps in, but we'll get like 500 or maybe even 1,000 steps in on this walk. So that will finish up the steps for today. Then when we're back, take a shower and chill down for the evening, and we're gonna still have the last meal. What we also did this week is we booked a holiday for
Mexico.
Yeah, after the competition we're gonna go to Mexico, and I'm planning on vlogging there, so keep following. Yes.
Okay.
Keep following the account. You'll see some nice travel stuff too. All right, everybody, we're back home, and it's time to hit the last meal of the day, which the last meal of the day is basically a replica of the pre-workout meal, except it's 60 grams of oatmeal instead of 90. We still take 150 grams of berry, and instead of the protein shake, we have 200 grams of chicken and 2 blocks of dark chocolate. So that's gonna be the last meal of the day. 10 weeks out, moving into 9 weeks out next week. And like I said, I'm super excited. Another week of digging, another week ahead, and I'm ready for it. So let's bring it on. If you liked today's video, please make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And I'll be seeing you guys next week when we're 9 weeks out. Peace.